going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So Insomniac Games have done what they do best, and that is just drop a ton of information for these games, both Spider-Man Miles Morales and the remastered version for this game, and of course it always just gets people super hyped up. Now, first of all, the biggest piece of news that has been going on about recently is for the remastered version, just stating that it's actually not going to be releasing with a physical copy for the PlayStation 5. Now, this actually is bugging quite a lot of people, so I wanted to ask you if you're bothered by that or not. Let me know in the comments below. If I had to give my answer to that question, personally, it does kind of suck, but I guess we are in those digital times, right? So I guess we can only just adapt to this stuff, because I guess physical copies at one stage in the near future would just completely vanish, right? That's basically what I imagined to happen, but I guess we'll have to see how that goes. But again, leave your thoughts on that in the comments below. But diving into this video, we got so much to talk about, so make sure you grab yourself a snack, and if you are new to the channel, go ahead and click that big red subscribe button below, because it's been proven to make you a much better human being, and if we can try and get 12 likes as well, that would be very nice. But diving into this video, so we got a ton of stuff for the PlayStation 4 remastered version of this game, which has seriously hyped me up a ton more. And then we got some slight little bit of info for the PS5 Miles Morales version as well. But to kick it off, it actually started in the mythical lands of not Reddit but Twitter, where somebody asked what will be the difference between the game on PlayStation 4 Pro and PlayStation 5. And then they of course went on to talking about the save as well for this game, which if you didn't know, you can't transfer your save from Spider-Man PS4 that you have right now. Unfortunately, you will have to start from scratch. Now, that being said, of course, it's interesting because, I mean, personally, it doesn't bother me, because I think it's going to be cool to replay this game, because graphically, I'm genuinely expecting to feel something really cool with this. It's going to feel refreshing to say the least, and I haven't replayed Spider-Man PS4 in literally a year, so it's going to be nice and refreshing in that perspective. But again, let me know how you feel on all of that stuff in the comments below. But nonetheless, Insomniac responded with 2 paragraphs explaining everything that is going to be different. So, as you can see, it does say many art assets have been updated to take advantage of the PlayStation 5's console horsepower. You got better looking characters with improved skin, eyes, hair, and facial animation. You got ray trace reflection and ambient shadows, alongside with improved lighting, more pedestrians, and vehicles stretching into the distance. And then you got the optional performance mode for a targeted 60 frames per second frame rate, near instant loading, 3D audio, DualSense controllers, haptic feedback, 3 brand new suits, new photo mode features, and even new trophies. So this is a long list of just super exciting stuff to see for this remaster version of the game. And the reason I'm really hyped up for this, right, I mean, I'm just as hyped up for Spider-Man Miles Morales, don't get me wrong, but Spider-Man PS4, I mean, I brought up I guess it's the funniest thing that's possibly happened in the gaming scene in a long time as far as complaints goes, right? And in my community tab the other day, I came across someone that had done a joke just saying the before and after of the E3 gameplay demo for Spider-Man PS4 and the game that we got at launch, where basically just saying it was PS4 versus PS5 as a joke. But of course back then, and you'll probably see it on screen, the funniest thing was people were complaining about puddles. Now, the reason I bring this up, right, is because typically with games, right at the beginning of their E3 reveal, the gameplay typically looks absolutely incredible, and then 90% of the time there is some type of slight downgrade that does occur between then and of course the release date for that game. Now, that being said, I did see a few comments saying, all jokes aside, the remastered version for Spider-Man PS4, which of course we haven't seen anything for yet, not even screenshots, may well just look like the demo version at E3 when they initially released, or should I say announced this game, right? And it would actually make sense. I mean, I could be completely wrong, because PlayStation 5, in terms of the doors of opportunity it seems to open for games, is absolutely insane. So it could actually look even better than that, but I'd actually be happy if it did look like the initial E3 release, because that actually looked really good, and the final version of this game looked super cool as well. So I wouldn't really be complaining about that, but just small things like that would be like your suit actually having a wetter texture, for example. Again, I'd imagine it go based on weather conditions, it'd actually have an impact on that, so we'll have to wait and see, right? But again, it's hard to kind of imagine it considering we haven't seen any gameplay, but just check out the E3 demo when they announced it, just to kind of get a better perspective. Now, what's interesting is somebody did actually question the fast travel loading screens, because of course PlayStation 5 is essentially eliminating that, right, as a whole. But that being said, Insomniac responded to this tweet saying you can actually turn those scenes back on if you want. So cutscenes, loading screens, whatever you want to call them, could actually be an option, well, an optional toggle on and off situation, which I think is really cool. Now, to just quickly throw something out there, because I've seen a lot of people ask if Spider-Man PS5 Miles Morales will be free roam as well. It is actually confirmed to be a free roam game as well, just like Spider-Man PS4. So of course we haven't seen any of that gameplay as of yet. We've just seen essentially the introductory kind of mission, right, which is super cool. But another thing to take into consideration, which I'd imagine we'd get some type of free roam gameplay before the release date, but don't forget, the other day, if you didn't see the video, we were talking about how someone essentially came up with a theory that we're going to get a lot quicker, I guess, web swinging times, right, in that perspective. And the reason that was said is because, of course, loading times were the only things that kind of restricted you from being able to web swing a lot quicker in Spider-Man PS4. But going on the basis that Insomniac themselves have just said in the remastered version that there are going to be more pedestrians and vehicles that are able to stretch for a longer distance, kind of, I guess, sums that up, that you can essentially web swing a whole lot quicker, because that was, I guess, the only problem stopping that from happening in Spider-Man PS4. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. But that is the big info drop that Insomniac Games gave for Spider-Man PS4 Remastered, and I have to say I am super excited for this game. Let me know if you are in the comments below. I think it's just it's such a win-win, right? It really is. Now, that's gonna wrap up this video here. Just to quickly mention something, if you're interested in giveaways, I did team up with Instant Gaming again this month to basically give you guys a game of your choice for free. So if you haven't entered that giveaway, all you gotta do is click that link in the description below and just type in what you would like to win. It could essentially be absolutely anything that is eligible on their website, and if you win, you will get the prize you selected. So that's really cool. Go ahead and check it out. All the links for that are in the description below. But I'll see you in the next one. Till then, don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content, and most importantly, have yourselves an absolutely ridiculously amazing day. And until the next one, adios amigos.